are on the left side of the bike to install the rest of the strips. In my hand I have a 21 light strip which is going to be mounted up underneath the gas tank on this side. You've always got a little bit more mounting surface on the left side of the tank because of the way it curves. And that curve actually gives you the ability to use an extra 3 lights with our cut and click kit. So we're going to be installing these lights up top here. And the first thing to do is what? Quiz time. Connect your wires. I'm not going to connect it to the connector on the end. I'm going to go to the next connector. Right there. That's the one closest back towards the seat here. And I'm going to thread that back here behind the fuel line. My light's going to come back in there also. But before I do that, I'm going to connect the wire that drops down to the light that will be behind the horn. So I'm going to need to figure out which connector is going to give me the best position. And it looks like it's going to be this one right here. This is where it's going to drop down more or less straight. So that's on there. I need to get this back behind this spark plug wire. And we're just threading it in right now. We've already cleaned and promoted. This wire here, I'm going to slide inside the spark plug wire. And it is going to be coming down here with the horn wire. And a lot of times there's not enough room to get another wire through the little clip here that holds the horn wire. So what we do is just tie wrap that wire right here to the horn wire, right at this junction right here. And then the wire comes up over on this side and into the connector. To get my light up in there, make sure I've got it where I want it. Okay, it's a little too far back. I actually think that we may have to shorten this 3. The left side of this Dynatank is a little bit shorter. It doesn't have quite the same curve in it that the Ultra Classic and Heritage tanks have. Just a little different, and it needs to go forward a little further. But let me see if I can still maybe persuade it to work. We can get the benefit of those extra 3 lights on this engine. I think I can get it. I think I can get it. So that's where we're going to start. And I'm going to get that corner off. I know you probably can't see me very well. My big back is in the way. But I'm just trying to peel. Get a start on peeling off the backing of the tape. It sticks very well. And I'm going to peel a little over an inch. And then I want to make sure that what I just peeled off here does not stick prematurely. I'm going to have trouble. I'm going to get the rest of this lined up right where I want it. Make sure I've got everything in the right place. Like I said, you really only get one shot at this. There we go. Got it started. Now I'll get the rest of this. The middle of this on this side likes to hike up. It likes to hike up, and you need to keep it down. Not below the bottom of the tank, but down to the bottom of the tank. See? That little twist I did. Don't really have much of a start here. Alright, let me get some more of that off. Find my hemostats. This is a live install, folks. This isn't Orange County Choppers here. obviously. Alright, now I got a little bit more off, and I can use some gentle pressure up here. Make sure those lights are on. Okay. Gentle pressure. And get some more. There it is. A little pressure. Just enough to make sure they touch. A little bit more. Get that front up. Make sure it's up high enough so it doesn't drop down below the front of the tank. And the rest of that backing comes off. There it is. I've even got one up here high enough that I can point it in a little bit towards the top of the cylinder head and give me a little bit more light up there, which is kind of nice. You have a nice plus. There. Go back down here, gently make sure everything's touching. It is. Here's my power lead. Make sure my power lead is up where I want it. I'm going to come. Now we'll attach the 6-light strip to the back of the horn. Most Harleys, the majority, have a cowbell horn cover. And it's very easy to attach this strip to the inside of. This is a newer style cover. Starting to see more and more of these. And it doesn't have quite the same mounting surface as the cowbell does. So we're going to have to do this a little bit differently. First of all, remember we said it's a good idea to connect our wire before installing the light. And there's that wire that's coming down from the connector that we installed into the strip before attaching this strip to the tank. And now this is going to come down. We're going to tie wrap it back here to the horn wire so we won't see it. It'll be out of the way. But now my concern is, where am I going to install this to get the effect that I want? And what I'm going to have to do is actually bring this inside the horn itself. So I'll start from the back of the horn cover here. I'll get it in as much as I can. I don't want to bend this light at a 90-degree angle either. You know, they're flexible, but they're not creasable. And now I've got that coming around from here, around and into the horn, and attached right to the horn itself. And that's going to be beautiful. This here is going to shine down. This will come down this way. It's going to look really good. The horn's done. The only thing left is to tie wrap the wire, which is right here. And it could probably go without being tie wrapped, but because it's a very stiff wire and it's right exactly where I want it to be. But I'm going to, just for safety's sake, these horns really rattle at certain RPMs. They vibrate a lot. And so I think it's prudent to put a tie wrap here. And as you can see, fat fingers do not help an installer. Trying to get that thread through there. I told Steve earlier I wasn't going to do this on camera because I always have fat fingers back here. And I just decided to take a chance, and I'll probably just end up editing it out. That's the beauty of doing your own videos. Here it is. Got it. There. Tied right to the horn wire. And now I'll just take my cutters and I'll clip off that. And I defy you to know that there's lights in this horn. Nobody would know until you turn them on at night. We're going to go to the battery box now and install the light down on the transmission cover. But I've got to stop for a minute because our UPS guy is here to pick up all the packages we're shipping out.